In this video, we will be finding the limit as x approaches 0 from the right-hand side, the left-hand side, and as just x generally approaches 0. We will be using the function f of x, which is a piecewise function. So, our first question asks us the limit as x approaches 0 from the right-hand side of f of x. Right here, as we look from our function, what it means as x approaches 0 from the right-hand side basically means that we will be getting very, very close to 0 on the positive side. So our numbers will get increasingly small, but they will always stay positive. So looking at our piecewise function, the only restriction that works right here is when x is greater than 0, because this means x will be positive, which is what it means as x approaches 0 from the right-hand side. So we have our limit as x approaches 0 from the right-hand side, and we will be using x minus 3. So we have x minus 3. And since we are not going to get any interesting forms, we can just plug in 0. So we'll get 0 minus 3, which is equal to negative 3. So our first limit as x approaches 0 from the right-hand side is equal to negative 3. Next, we will be finding the limit as x approaches from the left-hand side. This means that x will be getting closer and closer to 0, but these numbers will always be negative. So these numbers will get increasingly close to 0 while staying negative. So the only part of our piecewise function that satisfies this restraint is when x is less than or equal to 0, which means we will be using this part of the piecewise function, 2x squared plus 2x plus 1. So we have the limit as x approaches 0 from the left-hand side of 2x squared plus 2x plus 1. For this, we can just plug in 0, which will give us 2 times 0 squared plus 2 times 0 plus 1. These terms will turn to 0, which will just leave us with 1. So our limit as x approaches 0 from the left-hand side of 2x squared plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 1. So our limit is equal to 1. Now for our final thing, we will be looking if x, as x approaches 0, does the limit exist, or what is the limit? In order for a limit to exist, the left-hand limit has to equal our right-hand limit. And the good thing is we already found these two limits. Our left-hand limit, which we can see here, which is x approaches 0 from the left side, is 1. So our left-hand limit is equal to 1. We have 1 here. And our right-hand limit, which is x approaches 0 from the right side, as we solve for here, is equal to negative 3. And you'll notice that these two limits, our left-hand limit and our right-hand limit, do not equal each other. These are not equal, which means that our limit as x approaches 0 of f of x does not exist. Our limit does not exist. And this is simply because our left-hand limit and our right-hand limit are not equal. In a graph, this could look something like this. If we had a graph, we could have a point right here and a point right here. And as we approach from our right-hand side, we will be getting a y value down here. But as we approach from our left-hand side, we will be getting a y value up here. And these obviously will not equal. And this is something similar that's happening up here, just with two different functions. Thank you for watching.